You know, when I was a kid in high school, one of the things that we looked forward to was on the weekend. We would go get on our motorcycles or go get in our cars, okay? And we would drive down to this street in Fresno, California called Belmont. And we would cruise up and down Belmont. You know what I mean? We'd drive all the way up here and then pull in this one road and go through a hamburger joint and make a U-turn and then cruise all the way back down this road, okay? And then we get down to this one road and we'd do a U-turn and come all the way back. And other kids would be, you know, driving around doing the same shit. And we'd wave at them and we'd flirt with the girls and we'd flip the guys the bird. And sometimes us and the guys that we flipped the bird to would pull over and we'd get into a little fight there, you know what I mean? And then we'd get back in the car and cruise some more, okay? Yep. Now that's what we used to do when we were kids, you know? Hey, and once in a great while, some girl would give you her phone number, or maybe you'd park down at the hamburger joint and you'd buy her a root beer and, you know, sit and bullshit with her for a while. Yeah. Bet you got all the girls when you were in school. No, hey, I was in love with the girl that, and dated the girl only, that turned out to be my wife, yeah. Yeah, we planned our whole life planned on getting married. But I used to go with my buddies and, you know, go out there and cause trouble, you know. Yep. Otherwise, you know, they'd make fun of you. Yeah. Can't have that, right? Can't have them making fun of you all the time. Yeah. Yeah, they'd be, Tony, you're pussy whipped. Tony, you're pussy whipped. Come on, man, go with us this weekend. Yeah. So I'd go with them, and then she'd ask me, what'd you do last night? Oh, nothing. You liar! Everybody told me you were down on Belmont cruising around with them no good sons of bitches that you're your friends. Yeah. You liar! That's a true story, man. Yeah. Oh, Pam, boy, she would get so pissed off if I went and hung around with my buddies, you know. You guys ever have problems like that in life? Yep. She'd say, you liar, I'm never speaking to you again. And she'd slam that phone down, you know. And he says, no, I don't leave my room. Then guess what would happen? After that, guess what would happen, okay? Not 2 seconds would go by, the phone would ring and it'd be her. You no good son of a bitch, and you were probably lying about this, and you were probably lying about that, and blah, 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 blah. You know, and I'm going, oh my God, and I'm never talking to you again. And she's slapping that phone down. And I never could figure out, how could that girl dial the phone so fast that it would ring so fast to keep yelling at you after she told you she's never going to talk to you again? I mean, she slammed that phone down. I go, well, she hung up again. Damn. I set the phone down, and no sooner I set the phone down, and it would ring, and it was her again, you know? Yeah. You guys ever have a girlfriend like that? No? Corin says, yep. Dunkel hits 137. Yeah. I've never had a girlfriend. Huh. She went out the door pretty quick, too. I married mine. Yeah. Yep. I married mine. Of course, I shouldn't have been lying to her. You know what I mean? I should have told her what I was doing, just told her the truth. But I thought, hey, I could just tell her this one little white lie and not be in no trouble, you know? Oh, God. And then, that was the weekend. So, it was really bad when you see them in person on Monday. You know what I mean? Yeah. Telling Porky Pies. You know what? If she was happy with me and things were going good, on Monday morning, she'd be over there bullshitting with her friends, and I'd go over by the library because that's where her and her friends would hang out. Not in the library, but outside of it. And I would wave at her, and she'd wave at me, and she'd leave her friends and come over and talk to me a little bit before the first class, okay? But if she was mad at me from the weekend, oh, God! Hey, she'd be there at the goddamn bus waiting for me to get off the bus to go to school, to scream at me as I'm getting off the bus. Sometimes screaming while I'm still on the bus, you know? Oh, God. Tony is the long-legged Mac Daddy. Hey, I'm telling you, man, it was some tough times, you know? God. Hey, and everybody in the school was a big rat, you know? I don't care what you did on the weekend. They told on you, man. Hell yeah. Yeah, man, I'm telling you. Hey, this bitch had more wiretaps and information on me than the FBI had on Donald Trump. I mean, that's the truth. Jesus Christ. She knew when I had a bowel movement, okay? Yeah. I don't know how she did it, you know? But man, I love that girl. To this day, I love that girl, you know? She's been dead all these years, and I just love her to death. And stood back laughing while you were yelled at. Yeah, hell yeah, they did. Hell yeah. Bam! Yep, they stood back going... Hey, and you know, and both my brothers were in the military at the time, you know. So I'm living at home with my mom, my sister, and my oldest brother's wife. And, you know, Gene and Edward are in the military. So, you know, and then when I get home, you know what I mean? My mom, my sister, and my brother's wife, they're all pissed off at me because I'm lying to my girlfriend, you know what I mean? How do they even know? How do they even know? Jesus Christ. These women, they have like, you know, a network, you know what I mean? To where, yeah, hey, Tommy was in the military. You know, Will's dad was named Eugene, and he was the middle brother. And then the oldest brother's name was Edward, okay? And Edward got drafted in 1966, I think, and Gene joined in 1968, yeah. Maybe you talk in your sleep. I don't think that's what it is, you know? Yeah. I don't think it's talking in my sleep. I don't. I think these people are just crazy. Yeah. These women, that's all I'm talking about. Yeah. I understand my buddies, you know what I mean? Hey, they tell on you just because they get a kick out of seeing you getting your ass chewed, you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, yep, that's the story. Story time, yeah.